What's up, friends, family, and fellow filmmakers? Today we're going to jump right in and discuss what I believe to be one of the most important parts of the directing process, and that's script breakdown. So the first thing you'll need to be able to begin this process is a script.
They stare at Wes in disbelief. You are punking us, right?
It's important to note, you can make a movie without a script. Plenty of amazing filmmakers have done it, but this video is going to pertain to making narrative projects with a script and how I go from making a movie from script to screen. So once you've got your script, you need to read this thing over and over so you can know it inside and out. If you're working as a writer-director and you wrote the project and now you're gonna start directing it, you need to be able to shift hats and change your mindset to stop thinking about it from a writer's standpoint, but start looking at the material from a director's standpoint. So once I've read the material a couple different times, took the whole story in, I've looked at it through that director's mindset, started making the edits and seeing the scenes in my head, I'm very familiar with the material and I'm ready to begin my director's breakdown process. When I actually go to begin this process, I like to do it digitally using something like an iPad. This allows for me to keep all of my notes in one app like PDF Expert. Oh no, it's been outdated. This is just a digital reader app that allows me to keep my script in there, make all of my notes and comments on it, and I can share this with collaborators instantly. I can just send off a script and they can see the different notes that I want them to see highlighted on the script. If you do it on a physical copy, for me, I can rip pages, I can lose pages, things get torn. It's really kind of hard to attach additional sticky notes because sometimes you'll run out of space to write things. So for me, the digital is the best way to go, but you could do it on a tangible script. All of the same tips I'm gonna share still apply, digital or physical, your choice. When I'm sitting down staring at the cover page about to begin my breakdown, right on the cover, I make a color-coded key to outline all of the different elements that I'll be breaking down and highlighting in the script. These are the colors I use. You can use whatever ones you want. Green, camera note and shots. Orange, character and backstory. Blue, lighting, location, set dressing. Purple, wardrobe and makeup. Red, dialogue notes and changes, performance notes. Yellow, tone, style, and jokes. With this color key made on the front of my script, I'll go in and read line by line, highlighting each section with the color that coordinates to what note I'm making about each individual element. As I begin to go through the process, my script pages will look like this. A crazy color-coded document that I want to have a discussion with each key crew member on how I'm breaking down the story. I'll go through each slug line and I'll highlight in blue and I'll make an individual note about that, talking about the tennis court, what it should look like, what it should feel like, what time of day it is, what special notes there are about lighting. As I read through the top line in this particular script, it says, the young and athletic Levi. I'll make a note about his outfit here where it's highlighted in purple. I'll talk about what he looks like, why he feels like he's a young pro, how his physical appearance is going to come across on screen. The next line, the young athletic Levi tosses a tennis ball into the air. This is highlighted in green and has a special note because I want this to be a crane shot. I imagine that as Levi walks out onto the court and tosses the ball into the air, the camera would rise up and be overhead. It's giving the movie a big opening feel and having a lot of production value right off the top. From there, I'll be breaking down each element, making notes about the character and their backstory, how they're going to be introduced in the film, what the audience will think when they first see them. I'll make specific notes about bits of dialogue that I highlighted in yellow to really figure out how the joke's going to play, how it's going to land, what's going to work, what might not work, what alternates I can think about before I get to set so that way I can shoot multiple options. I'll go through the entire script and I'll do this on every single page. And what this does is it allows for you to visualize the movie and see it playing out in your head entirely before you get on set. As a director, you need to be aware of every element within your movie. Hundreds of questions are going to come to you every single day on set from each of the departments. You need to quickly be able to share the information with the team so they can best execute the vision for the film. With all of my breakdown notes, I'll move on to creating documents for each element. I'm talking about making individual shot lists, mood boards, lighting boards, photo references for locations, wardrobe notes, separate storyboards for individual sequences within the film. Doing this whole process might seem excessive, but it really does help me visualize the entire movie before I get on set. It's funny, even when you do all of this work, you still make some bad decisions. I've made some bad movies, I've shot some bad scenes. This process helps you really get into a routine on set. As you're moving day to day, these notes will come in handy helping you make your project and help you elevate your craft. So get out there and make your movie. Thanks for watching. If you like what we're doing, be sure to leave a comment below of what kind of film tips you want to see. Slap that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Tomcat.